I'm Chris Carlisle, and this is my podcast, The Chris Show. On here I talk about places I've been, things I've done, and anything else I can think of.
And on this week's episode, we'll take a look at what happened when I was in 6th grade. But first, let me tell you what I did when I got some vacation time from my job last week. First of all, on Saturday, I went to Dallas and watched the Dallas Stars play the Vancouver Canucks. It was the first NHL game that I ever saw in person. The Stars lost the game 4-1. It's the Stars' 29th season in Dallas since moving from Minnesota. They have won a Stanley Cup, 3 Western Conference championships, and multiple division titles over the past 30 years. Then on Monday, I went over to San Antonio and toured the Mission San Jose y San Miguel de Aguayo. It's located not far from the Alamo, the Tower of the Americas, and the Alamo Dome. The other missions in San Antonio are, of course, the Alamo, Mission of Nuestra Senora de la Purísima Concepción, and San Francisco de Espada. I also got me a t-shirt, a book, some salsa seasoning, and a book at the... I already said I got a book. At the souvenir shop. Then on Wednesday, I went over to the George Bush Library and Museum in College Station, where I got 2 books, a glass plaque, and some buttons, a collection of campaign buttons. Or a set of campaign buttons, by the way. Anyway, there's a video of all 3 trips on my YouTube channel, Chris C TV. Now, coming up, what happened when I was in the 6th grade? I've decided to start a new podcast. It's called Chris's Mystery Show. On it, I take a look at legends, famous crimes, and the unexplained. Now, I was in 6th grade during the 1981-82 school year. I went to Rosebud Intermediate. My homeroom teacher was Mrs. Parkus, and after that, she had her son Kyle, and when she was on maternity leave, Mrs. Glass filled in. My other teachers were Mrs. Royal, Mrs. Warren, Mrs. Ballard, and Mrs. Arnwine. The principal was Mr. P.J. Holscher, who was also the P.E. teacher. I went to the Halloween Carnival, and we also put on a Christmas play. I got a book called Pro Football's Great Moments for Christmas, and I still have that book, by the way. The Rosebud Law Cougar football team under head coach Kent Bachtel had its first winning season since 1973 with a 7-3 record. The highlight of the season was a win over eventual Class AAA state champion Cameron. The Rosebud Lady Cougar varsity volleyball team got off to a 4-1 start, but went 0-5 in district play. The Rosebud Lady Cougar varsity basketball team made it all the way to regional. Jack Arnwine was the coach. The girls basketball team finished as district co-champions. I went and saw Baylor play football for the first time when the Bears hosted Rice at what was then known as Baylor Stadium on RA Day. Baylor lost the game, by the way. In the news, Egyptian President Anwar Sadat was assassinated while he watched a military parade in Cairo. He was succeeded by his Vice President Hosni Mubarak. Judge Sandra Day O'Connor becomes the first woman Supreme Court Justice. AT&T Corporation agrees to break up and divest itself of 22 subdivisions, the Baby Bells. Air Florida Flight 90 crashed into the Potomac River in Washington, D.C. shortly after takeoff, and it snowed. We missed school for that week because it snowed, and that happened at the same time. The Falklands War began when Argentina invaded the British colony of the Falklands. Alva Myrdal of Sweden won the Nobel Peace Prize. After the 1981 baseball strike ended and the season resumed after the All-Star game in Cleveland the summer of 1981, it was decided to reset the season with the teams in first place, and the divisions when the strike started will play the teams in first place at the end of the season, in a best-of-5 playoff for the division championship. The Dodgers beat the Astros to win the National League West. The Yankees beat the Brewers to win the American League East. The Expos beat the Phillies to win the National League East. And the A's beat the Royals to win the American League West. In the League Championship Series, the Dodgers beat the Expos in the National League Championship Series. The Yankees beat the A's in the American League Championship Series, and the Dodgers beat the Yankees in a rematch of the 1977 and 1978 World Series. In the NFL, the Houston Oilers finished with a 7-9 record under new head coach Ed Biles, while the Dallas Cowboys won the AFC East with a record of 12-4. The San Francisco 49ers won the NFC West with a record of 13-3. The Cincinnati Bengals won the AFC Central with a record of 12-4. The San Diego Chargers won the AFC West with a record of 10-6, and the Miami Dolphins won the AFC East with a record of 11-4, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the NFC Central with a record of 9-7. The New York Giants beat the Philadelphia Eagles 27-21 in the NFC wildcard game, and the Buffalo Bills beat the New York Jets 31-27 in the AFC wildcard game. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 38-0, and the San Francisco 49ers beat the New York Giants 38-24 in the NFC divisional round, and the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Buffalo Bills 28-21, and the San Diego Chargers beat the Miami Dolphins 41-38 in overtime in the AFC divisional round. The San Francisco 49ers beat the Dallas Cowboys 28-27 to win the NFC Championship on the catch. A touchdown pass from Joe Montana to Dwight Clark. The Cincinnati Bengals beat the San Diego Chargers 27-7 to win the AFC Championship game. The wind chill of the game was 59 degrees and came to be known as the Freezer Bowl. The San Francisco 49ers beat the Cincinnati Bengals 26-21 to win Super Bowl 16 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. In college football, Southern Methodist won the Southwest Conference Championship, but they were ineligible to play in the Cotton Bowl because they were on probation. So second place Texas played in the Cotton Bowl instead, where they beat Alabama 14-12. Clemson won the national championship. Southern Cal running back Marcus Allen won the Heisman Trophy. And Alabama coach Paul Bear Bryant became the all-time winningest coach in college football up to that time. In the NBA, the Houston Rockets lost in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs, while the San Antonio Spurs lost to the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and the Dallas Mavericks finished their second season with a 28-54 record. The Boston Celtics won the NBA Atlantic Division. The Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA Central Division. The Philadelphia 76ers beat the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Philadelphia 76ers to win the NBA title. In the NBA, the New York Islanders beat the Vancouver Canucks to win their third straight Stanley Cup. Bobby Allison won the 1982 Daytona 500. Gato del Sol, ridden by jockey Eddie Delahaye, won the 1982 Kentucky Derby. Gordon Johncock won the 1982 Indianapolis 500. And Craig Stadler won the Masters. New television shows were Code Red, Today's FBI, Report to Murphy, Making the Grade, Filthy Rich, Johnny Loves Chachi, Simon and Simon, Father Murphy, Brett Maverick, Mr. Merlin, The Fall Guy, Herbie the Love Bug, Shannon, Baker's Dozen, Love Sydney, Teachers Only, Best of the West, Police Squad, No Soap Radio, 9 to 5, Jessica Novak, Cagney and Lacey, Lewis and Clark, Gimme a Break, Fame, Dark Room, Strike Force, The Phoenix, Falcon Crest, McCain's Law, Joke Book, Maggie, Open All Night, King's Crossing, TJ Hooker, Nashville Palace, Fits and Bones, Billy Crystal, Comedy Hour, Television Inside Out, and One of the Boys. The Academy Award winners were Chariots of Fire for Best Picture, Henry Fonda won Best Actor for On Golden Pond, Katharine Hepburn won Best Actress for On Golden Pond, Sir John Gielgud won Best Supporting Actor for Arthur, Maureen Stapleton won Best Supporting Actress for Reds, Warren Beatty won Best Director for Reds. The Emmy Award winners were Taxi for Outstanding Comedy Series, Hill Street Blues for Outstanding Drama Series, Lily Sold Out won for Outstanding Variety Music or Comedy Program. Playing for Time won for Outstanding Drama Special. Shogun won for Outstanding Limited Series or Miniseries. Judd Hirsch won for Outstanding Leader in a Comedy Series for Taxi. Isabel Sanford won for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series for The Jeffersons. Daniel J. Travanti won for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series for Hill Street Blues. Barbara Bancroft won for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for Hill Street Blues. And Anthony Hopkins won for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series or Special for The Bunker. He played Hitler in that movie. Vanessa Redgrave won for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Limited Series or for a Special for Playing for Time. Danny DeVito won for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series for Taxi. Eileen Brennan won for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for Private Benjamin. Michael Conrad won for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series for Hill Street Blues. Nancy Marchand won for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for Lou Grant. David Warner won for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited Series or a Special for Masada. And Jane Alexander won for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Limited Series or a Special for Playing for Time. The Grammy Award winners were Kim Carnes and producer Val Garay won Record of the Year for Betty Davis Eyes. John Lennon and Yoko Ono won Album of the Year for Double Fantasy. Lennon recorded the album before he was killed in 1980. Betty Davis Eyes, written by Donna Weiss and Jackie DeShannon, and performed by Kim Carnes, won Song of the Year. Sheena Easton won Best New Artist. Ronnie Milsap won Best Country Vocal Performance by a Male for There's No Getting Over Me. Rick Springfield won Best Rock Vocal Performance by a Male for Jesse's Girl. Al Jarreau won Best Vocal Performance by a Male for Breaking Away. James Ingram won Best R&B Vocal Performance by a Male for 100 Rays. Al Jarreau also won Best Jazz Vocal Performance by a Male for Round, 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 Blue Rondell La Turk. Dolly Parton won Best Country Vocal Performance by a Female for 9 to 5. Pat Benatar won Best Rock Vocal Performance by a Female for Fire and Ice. Lena Horne won Best Vocal Performance by a Female for Lena Horne, The Lady and Her Music. Aretha Franklin won Best R&B Performance by a Female for Hold On, I'm Coming. Ella Fitzgerald won Best Jazz Performance by a Female for Digital 3 and Montreux. The Oak Ridge Boys won Best Country Performance by a duo group with vocals for Elvira. The Police won Best Rock Performance by a duo group with vocal for Don't Stand So Close to Me. The Manhattan Transfer won Best Pop Performance by a duo group for The Boy from New York City. Quincy Jones won Best R&B Performance by a duo or group for The Dude. The Manhattan Transfer also won Best Jazz Vocal Performance by a duo or group for Until I Met You, Corner Pocket. Dolly Parton won Best Country Song for 9 to 5. Chet Atkins won Best Country Instrumental Performance for a Country After All These Years. And The Police won Best Rock Instrumental for Behind My Camel. The following people were born when I was in 6th grade. Singer Beyonce was born on September 4th, 1981. Actor Jonathan Taylor Thomas was born on September 8th, 1981. Singer and actress Jennifer Hudson was born September 12th, 1981. Tennis player Serena Williams was born on September 26th, 1981. Former First Daughter Ivanka Trump was born on October 30th, 1981. Former First Daughters Barbara Pierce Bush and Jenna Bush Hager were born on November 25th, 1981. Singer Britney Spears was born on December 2nd, 1981. NBA player Dwayne Wade was born on January 17th, 1982. U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg, whatever, was born on January 18th, 1982. Former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger was born on March 2nd, 1982. Actress Jessica Biel was born on March 3rd, 1982. American Idol winner Kelly Clarkson was born on April 24th, 1982. And Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz was born on May 7th, 1982. Now the following people who passed away when I was in the 6th grade. Actor William Holden died on November 12th, 1981. Actress Natalie Wood died on November 29th, 1981. Comedian and actor John Belushi died on March 5th, 1982. The Chris Show is written, produced, and hosted by me, Chris Carlisle, and is available on Spreaker, Google Podcasts, iHeart, and Spotify. If you want to, hit the like button and also leave a rating if you can. See you later.